finishing 5th in 2000 and being knocked out of the finals by Carlton, the Brisbane Lions felt they underachieved last season. With one of the best midfields in the competition, a reliable defence and the improving Jonathan Brown to complement the marking power of Lynch and Bradshaw up forward, the Lions were primed for a genuine assault on the premiership in 2001. Having tasted September action 5 times in the last 6 years, there was an air of expectation. Unfortunately, the Brisbane Lions season didn't get off to a great start. In the Ansett Cup Grand Final, the Lions only managed a total of 3 goals as Port demolished them by 85 points. The result left most experts reassessing their pre-season predictions. It was back to Football Park 2 weeks later, as round 1 saw the Lions take on the Power again. With 4 premiership points up for grabs, it was a much more spirited Brisbane who held the ascendancy for much of the first half.
He likes it a lot, it's a goal.
Brown's goal late in the second quarter saw the Lions head into the break with a 20-point lead.
Kicks to half forward, Lynch has taken a beauty.
Oh, not paid.
Well, it should have been. He had so much of it through Brown's legs. Brown at 45, straightens up, goes for goal, might have kicked it. I think he has. That's a big goal.
The Power hit back at the restart with 3 goals inside the first 5 minutes.
Way to Carr on his wrong side, centering to Wilson and Corns. Wilson keeping his eye on it, has to try and take a couple on. Back to Lockwood. Lockwood goes for goal. It's close. He's kicked it.
When Fabian Francis kicked his first for the night, the Power were ahead.
Good give. Francis, well, he's within range. He's 50 out. Steady. Then pops it up to full forward and kicks a goal. He is a beauty.
Clark Keating and Daniel Bradshaw then reclaimed the lead for the visitors.
White's been important. Terrific effort to Lynch. Lynch will go over the top to the pocket. He does. And steadying Bradshaw onto the ground. Has he kicked the goal? He has. And the Lions are back in front.
In a seesawing battle, Brent Guerra put the Power back in front.
Schofield with pace. Ackermanis chops him off. Schofield a second go. Headland. Well done, Guerra. Kick for goal. Good. Really good.
When Stewart Dew goaled, Port Adelaide had shot out to a 17-point lead.
The handball comes to Dew. Dew on the left foot, kicks goalward, and he has threaded it through. Another one to the Power.
At this stage, Brisbane coach Lee Matthews could sense the contest slipping away.
So Lee, for the first time tonight, Lee Matthews looking pretty anxious. I mean, it's a tough job. Why wouldn't you be? Ackermanis on the burst. Goes for goal. Long spearing kick. Cupido's got it. And he'll run around and kick his 4th. They keep coming back.
Although the Lions came back in the last quarter, the Power held on to win by 6 points.
Here, perhaps. Paxman will go in the middle of the pack. Also Primus, now it's off hands. Over the back, chance for Franco. He's got some dash if he can pick it up. Gets it to Wanganeen. Wanganeen goes to ground. Stewart Dew with strength. Now a chance. Wanganeen again. Does he kick it? He has! Oh, it was hard work, but he got there in the end.
In round 2, the Lions hosted the Kangaroos at the Gabba. Brisbane dominated the first quarter with 11 scoring shots to 5.
Gives it across to Darryl White. Keating to White, up towards half-forward, that's better, and Cupido. Confident attack on the ball. Goes up towards the half-forward line once more. And all of a sudden, the Brisbane Lions are within goal-scoring distance. Kicking from 50, in front of the Social Club. Good-looking kick.
It's a good hit.
Lovely-looking kick, and he's open with a goal.
The Lions threatened to pull away further in the second term.
Nodding, Lapin, tucked up against the boundary, takes them on. Hard kick from there, centres the ball in towards the goal square. 3 lines there, over the back it spills to Cupido. What can he do? Round the body goes Cupido. Oh, he kicks it!
Sav Rocker took it upon himself to keep the Kangaroos within reach.
Well done, Sav. He's playing a lone hand up in that forward line, and he's keeping the Kangaroos in this game.
When Rocker made the difference just a goal early in the third quarter, it signalled a Lions blitz.
Whoops. 2 blue and whites fly together. Cupido waits down. That could be costly. Cupido's deadly in front of goal, and he replies in the affirmative.
There's the Lions players running. It's Ashcroft. Now Black gets it. He's inside 50. He's going to back himself in here. He's going all the way. Steadies, kicks, and gets it.
Frost and Leppich moved up forward and produced instant results with the last 3 goals of the quarter.
Here's another one. This is Leppich number 2. That was too easy. Too easy.
Keating sealed the win with 2 early goals in the final term.
Who's been a fine contributor up towards full 40s. There again, Clark off the ground for another one. What do you think? How good is that? Now put me in the darn boat.
At the final siren, a 60-point win for the Lions.
Well, that's something you're just not used to seeing.
Against Richmond in round 3, Cupido got the Lions off to a flying start with the game's first 2 goals.
They move the ball about 10 metres. Ackermanis eventually grabs it, kicks inside the 50. Cupido leads back in the race, takes a tiger bounce initially. Cupido's hand pass taken by Michael, who in turn was grabbed by Hilton. Cupido, we mentioned him in the opener. He's got the opening goal.
Keating was proving a handful for the Tiger defenders with 3 goals in the first half.
Needed to find a path out. Couldn't initially. Retrieved the situation reasonably, but put his teammate under pressure. Oh, what a steal! The big man, Clark Keating, made the steal of the century and kicks the goal.
Brisbane's lead at half-time quickly evaporated as Richmond kicked 8 goals to 2 in the third quarter.
The man of last week goes in and gets a very important goal. Cameron hit the ball hard, so too Zilla. Zilla couldn't penetrate though, smothered off the boot, taken down there by Fiora. The hand pass comes to Rogers. Rogers' kick looks pretty good. It's another one. They're on fire.
But the Lions kept the contest alive with 5 unanswered goals to begin the final term.
Kick down towards half forward. Almost a very good mark to Notting, not paid. Again, Robbins gets it across to Brown. Can he kick another one? He has. 2 in the space of a minute. Lynch, the straight arm from the boundary, a centering kick. Big pack at the drop, falls behind. Picking the snap. Going back is Notting. Notting goes into the open goal.
Michael Voss narrowed the gap to 13 points.
Well, Keating got the tap. Ackermanis, Clark. Oh, Voss came late on the scene. And he stole the scene.
Richmond dented any hope of a miracle comeback with 3 of the next 4 goals.
Hilton! Rory Hilton from the side. This, you would think, to win the match. Well, the Tiger fans like it behind the goals.
With just 1 win from 3 matches, the Lions were 10th on the
2
ladder.
goals for Rory Hilton. 16.
Our greatest problem as a team is we're overrated.
By the media or the footy public? Or?
I don't care if the media is the footy public. Footy public wouldn't know what the footy public think. All I know is what I read in the papers. And we are one of the bunch of teams that are trying to get up to the top couple. And I don't think we feel we're inferior to that bunch of teams. Richmond are one of them. There's 8 or 10 of us. But I mean, really, it's a bit like clutching straws, which is going to be at the end of the 6-month campaign. But, I mean, I know everybody has to make their pre-season predictions, but we've got a lot of work to do to prove that we're anywhere near the top couple. I mean, at the moment, we're not.
More bad news followed when an MRI scan confirmed a stress fracture in Sean Hart's foot, ruling the midfielder out for at least a month. Hart joined Leppich on the sidelines as the All-Australian recovered from a hamstring injury.
He's done a hamstring. He's gone. Hand passed the ball away. Rotten luck for the Lions.
The Lions were far from the team expected to challenge Essendon for the 2001 Premiership, and their woes extended into round 4 when they met the Western Bulldogs. Paul Hudson led the Bulldog charge as they blew the game open with a 6-goal second quarter.
He goes long towards half forward, smashed away from Grant, picked up by Hudson. This is what Hudson likes, and he's done it.
Hudson finished with 8 as the Bulldogs thrashed the Lions by 53 points.
Mind you, they're not out of it. England will give to Hudson. He's going to kick another one. Yes, he is.
By round 5, the Lions had just 1 win for the season, 1 more than their next opponents, Fremantle. The winless Dockers totally shocked the Lions with a blistering 6-goal opening term.
And this bloke, Pavlich, looks like he's a star. Bandy
Handball was poor. Pavlich recovers. A second effort from outside 50. Big kick. He's kicked a goal.
The Lions reversed the trend in the second term with 6 goals of their own to take an 11-point lead into the half-time break.
It's been cut off by Notting. Unloads. This is a big kick. Big bomb. Big goal.
McDonald with the big punch. It goes past Lappin. Here's Notting once more. That's not a good kick. Not as good as his last one anyway. Lee Brown tackled by Jonathan Brown. Black. Where's Heath Black? It would have been 2 Browns and 2 Blacks. Notting. Kick. Headland on the 50, spots someone, kicks it short, misses his target. Brown needs some strength, gets it. Lappin has time, should kick the goal. There he does. 2 in a row, and Brisbane, that'll give the Gabba crowd something to think about.
Inaccuracy proved costly for Brisbane.
Impressive today, 45 metres out. Again, a wasteful kick by Des Headland.
Whereas Fremantle converted its chances to lead by 9 points with a quarter to play.
That was Notting. Loose player, here's a chance. Pavlich, he's booted 4. Chance for the Dog, he's kicking off the ground, Metropolis. He's got it.
At three-quarter time, we were just struggling a little bit to maintain possession, kick the goals when we had them, and then the floodgates opened, obviously, in the last quarter.
Into the pocket. Chance for Parker's pretty quick. Ackermanis, here's a chance. Lynch kicks a goal. He's got 5 from 5 kicks.
They got 3 here, the Lions. And now, this is Notting. Distance won't be a problem. It's all about accuracy, and he's got another one.
Trying to weave his way out of trouble was Picken. It finishes with Scott. Rockets the ball to Lappin. Here's a goal kicker. Runs to 55 and closes with a goal.
It's hard to earn shots, but when you do them, you've got to be able to score. And then maybe just in the last quarter, we started to get those half chances, and that opened it up a bit, opened the floodgates.
36 goals in the game. We saw a game yesterday, over 40 goals at Colonial Stadium.
Oh, lovely handball from Lappin. Sets Ackermanis free, and Acker's got it, and he's pumped.
Kicks the ball a long way. It's been a dangerous player. To Lappin. Runs to the front edge of the centre square. Penetrating kick. Kicks a goal.
I love it. Well, close to a throw, but he got it out to Notting, who's just been everywhere. Now, can he go all the way? Or will he get tired? Goes towards the goal square. No one there. Needs a good bounce. He's going to get a good bounce. Another goal.
Have to be running up around the wing, isn't it?
There they go again. Voss. They've got 11. They've kicked 11 against Fremantle before. They've done it again. Goes off the side. Fletcher comes in, drops it. It goes to Robbins from just outside 50. Can this be the last one of the day? It is. 13 for the quarter. Benny Robbins joins the party.
Geelong made the long trip north to the Gabba in round 6. Darryl White thrilled the crowd with this flyer.
Towards the middle. One of the marks of the year from dashing Darryl White.
Kidding me.
He's only just landed.
Did he take off early enough?
The Lions jumped the Cats early with the first 3 goals of the match.
And coming in from the side, taking it was Brad Scott. He gives it to Jonathan Brown. Brown ambles into goal and kicks it.
Brisbane put the game beyond doubt with a 7-goal burst to half-time.
Michael Voss is at the bottom of the pack and he gives it away to Ackermanis. Bang, bang. Oh, he had it, he lost it, he regained it, he gave it back to Voss. Voss from 51. Don't tell me he's going to kick that. This is sensational.
Jonathan Brown was the star of the night with 7 goals.
He runs to 60. He kicks long towards Lynch in the goal square. Lynch can't quite take it on. No, Jonathan Brown's going to get 7. Oh, Jonathan Brown.
In the end, a 55-point victory, elevating Brisbane into the top 8.
Comes over the top and takes another spectacular mark.
While Brisbane was slowly getting their season back on track, Sydney's was heading in the other direction. Trailing by 11 points early in the third term, the Lions answered with 4 goals in 6 minutes.
Slap towards Ackermanis. This time, surely he can kick a goal. And he does.
Certainly backed himself to kick this one.
Johnson opening up the forward line, Notting going back. He's going to be kicking from 56 metres. This is going to have to be a darn good kick. There's one of the marks marks of the year, and it's vintage Alistair Lynch.
Do you mind? I think he surprised himself.
Notting again, does some good work. Here's Lynch, he has just landed. Gives it back to Voss. Voss gets the hand pass away. They're looking very dangerous at the moment.
Hit the goal square here.
In towards full forward. Brown is
a goal.
Bradshaw.
Mr. 250.
Well done, Marcus Ashcroft. Neither did Power to half forward and Brown. Taken out of it. So too is Goods. Look at Black. He swings around now, goes onto the left foot. He likes this situation. And he's kicked another one.
The 22-point win moved Brisbane up into 5th spot on the ladder. In round 8, the Lions stuck with Carlton early, thanks to the efforts of Alistair Lynch.
Inside 50, Lynch read it better than Manton. And Manton's face tells the story. Nigel, the cousin, to Ashcroft, short pass, beautifully done. Really linking well here through Headland. Kicks inside 50 towards Lynch, takes it on the bounce, turns it inside out, does a U-turn and kicks it over. That's a beauty from Alistair Lynch.
After quarter time, the Blues took command, with Anthony Kudafidi setting the game alight.
Warm up and hit their straps. Kilda said, "Get him away, Michael Voss." Takes him up, charges towards goal, kicks it. What about that from Kudafidi's? They trail by 45 points and really up against it. McDonald won the hit out. There's Bradley. Ironically, he's still yet to get a kick, I think, Bradley. We'll just have a look at it at the moment. Charging through is Kudafidi's. He unloads on it. Kick towards goal. Just dropped and make or did it. It's bounced over the top. It's gone in.
Carlton 74-point winners, handing Brisbane its 3rd loss in 3 matches in Victoria for the year. Returning to the Gabba in round 9, Alistair Lynch opened the scoring with the 400th goal of his career.
The goal square. McDonald or Lynch. McDonald taps it over the back. A chance of Power. Lynch can give it to him. No! He kicks the goal.
Goals were traded before Ackermanis gave the Lions a 4-point advantage at quarter time.
Knocked forward by McDonald. Running onto it, Ackermanis. He'll crash his way through and kick a goal. Ackermanis. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? That is just terrific football.
The home side stretched its lead to 12 points, but a late goal to Andrew McLeod cut it down to just 1 at the half.
And a couple of goals to the Crows. Here's one to McLeod. What about that? Is that clever, skillful? Say what you like, McLeod's got the goal.
Brisbane came out from the long break, kicking 4 of the next 6 goals to establish a 20-point lead.
And he's got it, and he's happy.
And right in front of the Brisbane goal, Ashcroft has the football. Tackled by Goodwin. And it's been kicked out of there by McDonald. Was it? It's a goal. Oh, have a look at the big fella.
But the Crows hit back to lead by 5 points at the last change.
He's a wonderful player, Ben Hart, and he has no problems kicking the goal. The Crows are back in front, Robbo.
After the Lions opened the last quarter with 3 straight behinds, Adelaide's Brett Burton took control.
He's flying the Burton!
He's back! What about that for elite Brett Burton?
Burton, after 5 last week, is going for his 4th, and I think it's got the carry. It's a goal to Adelaide.
Brad Scott, Lynch and Lappin kicked the Lions back into the game.
Brad Scott from 40 metres gets the goal. Can the Lions come back?
If he kicks this, there's still some fluking chance, you know.
Yep.
He's kicked 3. It's an important kick for his 4th. It's coming back. He's got it. They hang in, the Lions. White. Can he manufacture something? With him, McGregor. Well, Ackermanis somehow got it to Lappin from right on 50. He's got some distance. Has he got enough? He has! What a goal, Nigel Lappin! They're still in it.
Marcus Picken then had the chance to steal a win for the Lions.
It won't go long enough. Yes! Chipping in!
Oh, he can kick it to a
Marcus Picken, isn't He's 60 metres from goal.
What a finish that would be. He is going to have to kick a 60-65 metre torpedo to win the game for the Brisbane Lions. Every Adelaide Crow player on the ground, bar one, has rushed down to the goal line.
The only way he can get the distance is with the torpedo.
He has to
right?
kick a torpedo, no doubt. He's going to kick the ball from 3 metres inside the centre square. Has to kick a big torpedo.
It has to go in excess of 60 metres in distance.
Didn't get it.
No, not quite. So the win is there for Adelaide. It was a great win. It was a terrific win, and those people in the coach's box and the players
players have got to be pleased with this, because they looked at a 20-point deficit about 20 minutes into the third term. They've turned it all around and won this match at the Gabba by 5 points.
By round 10, the Bombers had clearly established themselves as premiership favourites. Not that Lee Matthews believed for one moment that they were invincible.
Predator movie that Arnie Schwarzenegger starred in, and there was this monster alien monster from out of space that was killing all these people in the South American jungle, and all of a sudden they shot this monster and they discovered it bled. And Arnie's classic line was, "If it bleeds, we can kill it." And we reckon Essendon can bleed.
Fresh from a big victory over the Hawks, which gave them back top spot, the Bombers' firepower appeared to dry up with only 2 first-half goals. There was no such shortage for Alistair Lynch and his Lions.
He's gone for the long bomb towards...
Charman and Hill. Hill wins it. Lynch with strength, with pace, with skill! Oh, Alistair Lynch!
With a 5-goal lead at half-time, the Lions were never challenged.
Teverill, we want to be careful. He spills out the back, hard, left footer to Headland. Likes the kick on the left.
Oh,
and he's a charge for Lynch. He's stolen it. Has he kicked it? He has!
Hurd receives a little more treatment. Fletcher didn't take it. Here's Ackermanis. This is dangerous. He bends it back brilliantly. That's Acker. And that could be the ball game.
If they can get the next goal, it'll be very, very crucial. Up to the goal square. Big pack forming. No Crummers there. Yes, great handball. Great goal. Nothing.
Lynch would finish with 4 goals as the Lions claimed their biggest scalp of the season.
Black's lurking again. Ackermanis might do it on his own. Which way will this one wobble? Oh, Lynchy! Lynchy! He falls again, but he's kicked it. It doesn't matter.
The victory over last year's premiers signalled the start of an amazing run. Round 11 saw the Lions make the longest trip in the AFL to take on the struggling West Coast Eagles in Perth. The home side provided a huge challenge as they skipped out to a 3-goal lead in the second quarter.
Well, he was pretty lucky. He was pretty lucky, Johnson. Cummings might kick a goal anyway. Scotty Cummins puts the Eagles in front.
Brisbane's midfield were responsible for leading the charge back.
Look at Black. He's got class written all over him. And a good kick too. And the young man, Copeland. And he's made the goal umpire work for it, but he likes it. It's an important goal on half-time.
But the Lions couldn't break the shackles until the last quarter, when they kept the Eagles goalless.
Extra player, though, is with the Lions. Scott unloading to a fairly vacant forward line. White somehow demanded the ball, attracted it. Ackermanis has had a great day. A brilliant second half from Ackermanis. He caps it off with a goal.
Ackermanis and Black among the best for Brisbane.
Attack, Hart from behind, Wooden. Black. Well, the ball's pretty new at the moment, but he makes good contact with it. Well, it's a good win by the Lions in the end. They did it tough. They were certainly challenged in a meaningful way by the West Coast Eagles.
In round 12, the Lions found themselves in an unusual position when Melbourne decided to transfer its home match against Brisbane to the Gabba. The Demons started well with the game's first 2 goals before the Lions struck back.
The last game of the first half of it, and Lappin opens it up for Noddy, had to work around onto his right side, looked to pinpoint Bolton, who came into the team this week. Oh, if he meant that, he's a superstar. Brad Scott runs in and seals it.
Did he mean it hard?
I don't know.
Not a chance in proverbial.
The Lions booted 14 goals in the second half on their way to a comfortable 49-point win.
Oh, big bow! Big bow!
Right in the goal square. They've kept it alive. White! Oh, yes. Darryl White enjoyed that. And that'll be his first goal for the year. Inside the lines, forward 50. Voss. Has he got enough? He has. Oh, good goal, Michael Voss.
Alistair Lynch kicked 8 for the day.
Certainly within range. Instead, he passed it. How about this for a vote? 8 goals
for Alistair Lynch. Oh, he's sending a message.
After winning their first 8 games, the Hawk season had taken a turn, losing 3 of their past 4. Down by 6 points at quarter time, the Lions then stepped up a gear, kicking the next 6 goals.
Bolton straightens the body, well done, kicks to centre half forward. Bradshaw, Brown front spot, McRae roving brilliantly and running in and kicking another one. That is a perfect Rovers goal. Lappin takes it from McDonald, kicks to centre half forward. Bradshaw, what a mark!
All appeared to be going to plan until Chris Scott was reported for this clash with Shane Crawford. The vice-captain would receive a 3-match suspension.
Chris Scott has put a player down behind
and he's getting reported too. I think the book's coming out.
With their midfield exerting their dominance, the Lions went on with the job, outscoring the Hawks by 11 goals.
Cut off, Chris Johnson strolls in now from 40 metres out and kicks the goal. Hard off the ground, good kick in the end, gets it to 50, and then McRae off the ground. Brown was brilliant, bad handball though to Voss. Lappin able to get through, arches his back, seizes the moment, goes for goal and puts it home. Hay tried to toe poke, they can't get it out, the Hawks. Harford, Brisbane all over it, and then Voss got a high tackle, got it to Black for goal. I think he's got it. What a team effort.
Daniel Bradshaw was the leading goal kicker with 5.
Bradshaw, he's on for Notting, should kick it straight down his throat, he does. So Bradshaw going for a 5th goal as Paccioni's doing it tough, and Bradshaw's got 5.
Voss was named in the best with yet another commanding display.
At all in the last 13 shots on goal.
Gee, that's a great mark in the front. That was Headland, I think.
Yeah, playing with purpose, Headland.
To Voss, 50 metres out. This would be icing on the cake. He's done it. The captain's drilled it home.
Brisbane's winning streak extended to 5, and they hosted St Kilda at the Gabba. Bradshaw's good form continued with 3 goals in the opening term.
Running through the middle now. Again, they go to Bradshaw. That's going to get him. That is a wonderful kick. The Bradshaw artist at the moment.
Yep.
5 marks already. It's almost like Gary Moorcroft. They're just going to Bradshaw. This one a bit further out, but it's from his side, the one that he likes from 50. Looks okay. Oh, Bradshaw's got 3.
In the second quarter, the Lions kicked 5 goals, while the Saints could only manage 1 behind.
And Thompson giving Voss some room there, and there it is. Oh, hands to Black. To Johnson, he could have given it to Pike, but decides to go with the kick. It's going to sit for Voss against Thompson. Well, you're seeing a champion in action at the moment. Robbins puts a hand in. Ryan, short kick. Danger spot as Kazicki goes in, but Headland has some pace. He's caught. He looked for Voss, but he found Hart. Hart goes backwards to Ackermanis. He gets around Thompson, clears himself, and kicks a goal.
The Lions cruised to a 57-point win.
There isn't, is there?
No, but he was brilliant.
From the throw in and a snap. Don't tell me he's kicked that. Don't tell me he's kicked that. That is a sensational goal.
Straight after the win, Lee Matthews was already thinking about the following week's trip to Melbourne.
I know what the less creative of the media will be doing this week. They'll be coming up with the record in Melbourne that Brisbane have had over our 15 years in the competition. Well, that's the absolute. That means absolutely nothing, because history in footy is really what's happened the last month.
There was plenty to play for in round 15. A rare win in Melbourne would put Brisbane inside the top 4 for the first time in the season. Adding to the spice, Collingwood coach Mick Malthouse attacked the AFL and its funding of interstate clubs, and urged Magpie fans to make the MCG as hostile and uncomfortable as possible for the Queensland visitors. The reception the Lions received had absolutely no effect, as they flew out of the starting blocks with 7 goals in the first term.
Freeborn, McRae, they kept it alive, the Lions, and they're everywhere. Black, open goal, couldn't miss, doesn't. That's number 5.
Voss. Strong kick. Brown in good position. Excellent spoil by Clement, but Notting cleaned it up with ease. Was always looking for the outlet lap and just got enough on it to make the distance. And he's carried it over the pack. Another one to the Lions. What a start. Buckley was surrounded by Lions players. Hart along to the square. Bradshaw the extra man. Lynch in front. McKee a fumble. Bradshaw a goal.
The game completely turned around in the second quarter when skipper Nathan Buckley was swung into the midfield.
What a fumble from Darryl White. He can do the best and he can do the most ridiculous things, and it's brought him out a goal. Clement using those
She's got the numbers,
thumping legs. Oh, what a great effort from Nick Davis. No mark. Black running out of room. Could have been dropping the ball, but it was dislodged rather than dropped according to the umpire. Lockyer, O'Brien, still had Davis running for him. He's got the chance. Oh, that was an attempted trip. It was crude stuff. He's hurt himself. Importantly, Davis kicks the goal. Out of the middle, Dimatina. Collingwood able to respond to the last two goals. Hill trying to move it on. Buckley shoveled it forward. The run of Didak. It's a low kick, and it is right on line. And the young man loves it.
3 goals, 8 in the third term, was a disappointing return for the Lions as they held a 2-goal lead at the last change. It didn't take long before there was just a kick in it.
Malloy using Ryan Loney. He's trying to get around into his left boot. Nick Davis, standing start, pumped the legs, got the ball moving and got it on line.
Bradshaw quickly replied for the Lions.
Wakeland running out of room, but he did pretty well to just wheel around and got plenty on the kick. Bradshaw and Brown down there. Bradshaw!
By the mark.
Excellent response from the Brisbane Lions. So Bradshaw has been a handful down there. He's taken 8 marks and now he's kicked 4 goals too. Great response by the Lions.
When Simon Black kicked his third for the day, Brisbane had recorded one of its most important victories in recent history. It was their 6th win at the MCG in 41 attempts.
Lynch. Black. So easy. It's a training drill for the Lions.
After a slow start to the season, Brisbane had a chance to move up into second spot when Port Adelaide visited the Gabba in round 16. 10 goals to 2 in the first half put the Lions into a match-winning position.
But he's still got another chance. He runs to 20 and kicks a goal. Gee, Mal Michael looks a bit sore. Brisbane can't afford to lose another tall defender as Simon Black works it from the clearance. High towards the goal square. Bradshaw flicks it back. Oh, who's there? Lynch! Here's a long kick of the football. Kicks from about 60. Gets plenty of distance. Big leap at the back. Down in front, off the ground, McRae. He's got it.
And he can turn defence pretty quickly into attack. Headland looping over the top. Scott, look at the run through the middle of the lines. Hard on the end of it. He can go short to Lynch. Goes longer instead. Working back onto it, Bradshaw. He was impeded for a moment and he's tackled. Straight back over the head. The handball was all right as it turned out. Lynch has the time on his side. Jonathan Brown pushed, but he still guides it through for a goal. They are right on top at the Gabba.
Back with the action though. McDonald to Hart. Great knock. Wrong foot for Hart though. Here's Pike round the corner. Brown got one from the right. Pike, has he got it on the left? Oh yes, he has.
Alistair Lynch was again the target in attack.
In the square, 1-on-1 with Bassett. Brogan going back to help him. Bradshaw kicks immediately and with purpose. Look at Lynch!
Who said you can't fly? 33 years old!
Couldn't you see it coming? He was back near the point post and the ball was going to drop about 5 metres out. Just have a look at him. He backs away and he gets this beautiful little run in. And up he goes, straight onto the back of Scott Bassett.
It's a classic, and it deserves a goal. And Alistair Lynch makes sure that it gets a goal.
Lynch finished with 4 as the Lions grabbed their 7th consecutive win.
Bradshaw over the top with one hand. Oh, here's Lynch again. Oh, else there. They don't come easier than that.
The Kangaroos certainly tested the Lions the following week in Melbourne.
Shannon Grant kicks the ball towards half forward. Where are the Crummers? They're there in the form of Harvey. Harvey goes around. A quick answer to the Kangaroos, and that's quite legit. That's a definite goal to the Kangaroos. Johnson, a class player in the Brisbane lineup, gets it off to Headland. Headland, left foot kick towards half forward. Well done, Voss. Brilliantly done. One of the most talented players in the caper, and he can do it under pressure. Oh, nearly the mark of the night so far. The goal will be kicked. Is it Scott? It's Brad Scott's kicked the goal.
Luke Powell's snap from a tight angle cut the Kangaroos' lead down to a point at quarter time.
Congested half forward line. Brown is the target. Pushed down in front. McRae around the body. Nothing. First one way, then the other. Needs support. Power on a tight angle.
Oh, no.
Don't tell me he's kicked that. Don't tell me he's kicked that. A beauty.
Lappin danced around the Kangaroos' defence to kick this goal in the second term. The Lions look to have established a healthy lead.
Lappin. Oh, that is a great goal there, kicked by Nigel Lappin.
But the Roos jumped straight back, with Sav Rocker launching the assault.
No real ascendancy by either ruckman. Gathering the ball is Shannon Grant off that trusty left, out wide. The mark is taken by Rocker. Gee, he can really go back and kick this.
He's going to
have a go at it. He's going to have a go at it. He's going to have a big go, Sandy. How about that one? Oh! Now runs apples. That's a goal from 65. 4 goals to Sav Rocker.
It went goal for goal in the third term.
To the forward line, he wants Carey. Can't get there. An effective spoil, but it comes down to Burton. Burton gives it to Pickett. First one way, then the other. Takes on 1, 2, 3. Gets clear. Goes for goal. Byron Pickett, you've kicked a sensational goal. Rocker slews off the side of the boot. This will test Jonathan Brown. Bang! Crunch. He passes the test. Don't worry about that. Luke Power through some heavy traffic. Goes wide. Notting and Teague. This will be interesting. Notting now picks it up. 65 out. Gets around Teague. Away he goes. He's 50 out. He shoots towards goal. He deserves a goal. And he gets a goal.
Byron Pickett's equaliser. Just a little bit of composure needed here by both sides. Who has got it? Pike. Pike kicks the ball towards full forward. Marking contest. Ball spills. McRae lovely. McRae goal.
Trailing by a point heading into the final term, the Lions' fitness shone through as they piled on 6 goals.
Brown is there and he's got it. Long
Beautiful
and low to Bradshaw.
Oh, he just weighted that kick magnificently, Marcus Ashcroft.
Bradshaw's 5 kicks tonight for 5 goals. Can he maintain a perfect record? He's kicking from 55. He will struggle for the distance. No, he won't. 6 kicks, 6 goals. How good's that?
In the end, a 21-point win for the Lions.
Earlier in the game, kicks towards Bradshaw again. Nothing comes over the top. And he'll have perhaps the last kick of the night. And he'll go back to kick a goal.
Jason Ackermanis was the star for the Lions in round 18.
As McDonald bashes it forward. Here's Ackermanis running. Caught. Got free. Hart. Back to Ackermanis for another quick one to the Lions. Oh, they've got another one.
Talk about dash. How exciting is that, Jason?
Brisbane made their move on the Bulldogs late in the second term. Again, Ackermanis the leader in attack.
Towards full forward. No mark. They've got a ton of numbers there, though. And Bezzy Headland kicks the goal.
Takes a bounce. He's got Ackermanis over the top. Can Ackermanis give it back to him, or is he going to go long this time? Onto the left from 60. Gee, that's a great kick.
Oh.
Left foot goal.
Scotty West still waiting his chance. This is dangerous. Ackermanis has stolen it. Ackermanis will go into the open goal for the Lions and makes them pay. He's kicked his third.
But the Doggies were far from a spent force with 6 of the next 7 goals.
He's got support in Johnson. He just tells him to run. I'll go with you. Take a bounce, son. In comes Chris Scott. Now Johnson gets it. He gets to 60 metres out. He kicks towards Bartlett. 1-on-1. Bartlett goes to ground. Here's a chance for the Dogs if they can just get a crummer. Here's the dangerous Garlick. Garlick just dribbles it through and he's got 4.
The Lions then booted the next 4 to take a 2-goal lead into the final quarter.
Running, chinking, bouncing. He goes for the distance with the left again. Can't he get some distance with the left? Oh, ace Ackermanis.
One of the goals of the year from Jason Ackermanis.
Johnson steals it. Now it's the turn for the Dogs to miss their targets. And this is good to the outer side. Notting, 52 metres from goal. He goes for the doctor. And there's the doctor.
But again, the Bulldogs hit back to cut the margin down to 2 points.
Around the body, that's terrific. Oh, great goal, Chris Grant. Well, here's a very good kick for goal. He's kicked 4 goals, 2 for the afternoon. Just inside the 50, he'll kick. Across the face, coming back. He's kicked 5.
Brisbane didn't panic, kicking the final 4 goals of the match to run out 33-point winners.
He can, but only by flicking it round the corner to accommodate Robbins. Robbins gives it away. He gives it away, and that could prove very costly. The Lions now have got Hart sitting alone in the middle. Hart can just about go all the way. 40 out, steadies, goes onto the right boot, shoots towards goal and kicks it. Wonderful goal from Sean Hart and the Brisbane Lions.
Chris Grant's been a great try all day for the Bulldogs.
That was a great grab too. Here's Hudson, who's spent considerable time on the bench, spearing it into half forward. Clean bowls a couple here. They may get a chance through Brown. Tries to get his hand pass away. He might have to go again. Locked up and lost as McRae dashes through and gives it out. They're going to get out of trouble once more through Lappin, who spears it into Ackermanis. Ackermanis got a call out the back door from Power. He puts the old foot on the accelerator. Away he goes to a vacant square. It's bouncing away from Croft. It's bouncing away, and it's a goal! Say goodnight to the folks, Gracie.
With 4 games remaining, Brisbane continued on their quest of securing second spot when they hosted Richmond.
Gale with strength. Forcing it wide. Tivendale. Here's Voss out in front of King. Oh, that's arrogant almost. That's how you won't touch me.
Look at that.
To Bradshaw. He's kept his feet, so he's got a second chance at it. From just inside the 50, it'd be a miracle goal.
It is. It is.
Well done, Bradshaw.
Everything's opened up for him.
Things were certainly going to plan as they led by 51 points at the 6-minute mark of the third quarter.
And he does, off to Lappin. Lappin gives it away to Black. Black's coming into his own in the second half. He just piles on a goal, and so do the Lions.
But the Tigers hit back with 9 of the next 11 goals.
Now in the Brisbane forward half of the oval. Richardson couldn't grab it. Black again. It's going to be one of those second halves, I think. Oh, beautifully stolen by Campbell. Can he finish it off? He can't. Or can he? He's wobbled it through for a goal.
After being held goalless in the first half, Richardson made his mark.
Takes a bounce. Campbell draws the player. Gale running hard. Tawney. Richmond inside their forward 50. Richardson. Lepage arrives, just does enough. Richo recovers. Gets around. Can he finish it off? He can! Richo's got 4!
Robert Copeland then popped up with 2 goals to steady the Lions.
Courtesy of Black down towards the forward line. Clean bowls a couple. Here's Bradshaw at the back. Hilton couldn't pick it up. Tivendale does. First one way, the other. He gets caught. Slammed to the ground. Copeland's going to do it again. He can win the game for them. Welcome to the big league.
The captain sealed the victory in true Voss style.
Clearance from the centre, so important. Voss, can he make a definitive statement here at the Gabba? He can. It's a goal.
That's what you go to see. That is what you go to see.
You summed it up pretty well, Matty. A definitive statement.
The long trip to Subiaco was on the itinerary in round 20.
Plenty of dockers around Brown, but Brown takes a wonderful mark.
He's just a strong kid, isn't he? I mean, he had 2 players bearing down on him, stood his ground. Very strong.
Intended, I think, for Bradshaw. It ricochets to McRae, deep in the pocket, lines up on goal, threads the needle. Wonderful kick. A fine servant of the Brisbane Bears and Lions. He has been. Here's Voss. Inside the centre square, spots a man moving into space. That's Power. Lays it off. Headland, not always the best finisher, trying to bend this one back. That's a wonderful finish. Short one comes in. Terrible kick. On his knees, White. Gets the hand pass away. Scott, running kick from Chris Scott. It's another goal.
The Lions waited until the last quarter to secure their 11th consecutive win and a new club record.
Here's Lappin, hooks towards full forward. That's a pretty good effort from there. Wonderful ruck play, great goal. It's going to be, yes, going to stay on the mark to Black, who chips inside the 50. Hart's got it now, and he'll kick another goal. Celebrating his 200th in style.
Brisbane had 12 different goal kickers as they notched up a 51-point win.
Trying to get across in time, does very well. Voss kept it in. Slick hand pass away. Black goes by Woods, runs inside the 50. What's he like with his right boot? Not bad. What a wonderful finish. Bell, little chip. Black has to stretch. Coming over the top there was Johnson. A straight arm on Walker, put him down. Johnson runs on, kicks inside the 50. How will it bounce? Badly for Lynch. Lappin controls it to his own advantage. Runs on now. Good chase, but the hand pass comes to Copeland. Bad luck for Simpson. Brisbane kick a goal.
There was a groundswell of emotion as Gary Hocking ran out to play his last match at Shell Stadium.
A great moment for Gary Hocking, an emotional moment for Hocking, and an emotional moment for Geelong. Is that emotion going to spill through, that sentiment going to carry them through this all-important clash against the Brisbane Lions?
Woodard kicked a goal in the opening term, helping the Cats to a 15-point lead at quarter time.
Low, Buddha towards Bizzle, Buddha to the roving, Buddha for a goal.
From there on, the Lions would kick 13 goals to 2 over the next couple of quarters.
Out of the middle, up towards the half-forward line. Bradshaw! Spectacular mark by Daniel Bradshaw. Penetrating left-footer towards Jonathan Brown. He has to beat a couple. Black, elusive as ever. Delightful little hand pass. Here's Power again.
Run all the way.
Streaming into the open goal. Notting goes to do the shepherding. Power a little check side, and he kicks the goal, and the Lions have hit the front. Thinks about Pike, more than thinks, he gives it to the old veteran. Martin Pike, 55 out. Norwood, Melbourne, Fitzroy, the Roos, the Lions, he's been everywhere, and here's a goal to Notting. The Brisbane Lions have won the game, and Buddha Hocking has finished his Shell Stadium career.
As the Lions farewelled Geelong's favourite son, they knew their season was far from over.
I think that says it all, Tone, doesn't it? Yeah. Lee Matthews, Michael Voss saying well played.
Go on in,
In the last round of the home and away season, Brisbane needed the points against Sydney to secure second spot. With the Swans also playing for their spot in the top 8, coupled with the heavy rain, Brisbane found it difficult to get into its usual skillful running game.
Goods and Ashcroft on Paul Kelly.
Boundary throw in. Here's Kelly trying to bust past Notting. Johnson lost it. Schwartz gets it. Chance now for Wayne Schwartz to get the first goal of the evening. It looks okay. It's there. Oh, Wayne Schwartz the first goal.
Black. Just tried to be a little bit cute. And Creswell looks like he hurt himself there as well.
He has done something, and he's
straight
going off
I
as
reckon
well.
He might have hurt his shoulder on the stretch there. I wonder if he slightly dislocated his shoulder. O'Loughlin from outside 50. Dangerous kick. Canelli. Great snap.
Brilliant.
The young man from Ireland has kicked a goal.
That was amazing from a seemingly impossible angle. The kick came in from O'Loughlin. He gathers the ball and he's under the pump. Just gets the barest of tickles around the corner and threads the needle. A magnificent goal from Ty Kennelly. And entitled to celebrate after that too.
Has to go back in defence. Dunkley's off, so's Creswell. Sets it up. Bang! Matthews under pressure. Did well, got rid of it. Pouncing on the ball is McRae. 55 metres out, sets it up. Lynch stands and delivers from 50. Unloads, leans back, gives it both barrels and kicks a goal. Lappin from centre wing. Looking for Brown, the young man from South Waterville. Has got it.
Brisbane led by 9 points at half-time, but Sydney certainly had applied the brakes.
Once again, Ackermanis read it. Kennelly, geez, got some pace, hasn't he? Power, I worked that beautifully. That is brilliant stuff. He's on the hard, he's going to get robbed. Over the top once more, nodding. Oh, back through the traffic. Someone kick it. Someone kick it. Black got it from Headland. McRae kicks it. Does he kick it well enough? No, he doesn't. Or does he? No.
See the crowd behind the goals thought it had snuck through.
Half-time, Matthew Kennedy was honoured after announcing his retirement from the game. After 12 seasons, the 31-year-old was going to hang up his boots at the end of the year.
It was a big decision for you, wasn't it, this week to finally call it quits?
It's always a difficult decision, Vic, but it's one that had to be made. Just struggling with injury a little bit, and it's a tough one, but had to do it.
The Lions extended their lead to 3 goals at the last change.
Kick is going to be a hard one to mark. Crummer's needed. One of them is Ackermanis. Steps around, pops it over the top, needs a good bounce, and gets it. Oh, good work, John Brown. Good presence of mind, and it's a goal.
So this gives a big chance now for the Lions. Just 25 metres around from goal. Goods tried to slap it down. Black found his target. Power, quick snap, bends back. Great snap, great goal.
Well, you can see the writing on the wall about 3/4 of an hour ago with Luke Power. He has been all over the goals and just needed a little bit of luck. He's had a couple of tremendous snaps. He's hit the post a couple of times. He had 1 goal 4 prior to this one.
The home side managed 7 goals to 4 in the second half to run out 31-point winners.
Lappin got power. He's got support. Good work, Brisbane. Ackermanis decides to get it on quickly. His captain's up there. Hard one to mark. Over the back. Nodding. Oh, I think he got it. Ugly, but a goal. Bradshaw, a little bit slow there. McRae, tough kick around the body. Hart punches it back. Voss, quick kick from Voss. Answer by Michael Voss.
He's a genius, Michael Voss. An absolute genius. They probably only need 1 goal really to kill off Sydney.
Yeah, well,
Adam Goods has got a limp up as well.
That's easier said than done to get a goal in those conditions.
Correct.
Kennelly. Oh, Lappin stole it. Can he go all the way? Open goal square to skid through. This is a big kick. Oh, Nigel Lappin, celebrate. That's a big goal.
It was another clear display of dominance by Brisbane's midfield, regarded now as the best in the competition. Brisbane's finals campaign began when they hosted the second qualifying final against Port Adelaide. Despite dominating play early, the Lions were wasteful in front of goal.
Down the middle. Primus is his man. Voss Johnson! Over the top comes Chrissy Johnson! Forget the rain.
Was he smiling then? He was laughing.
And he's gone to Keating. He's booted 14-7 this season. He ambles in. If it's a Sunday afternoon and he just tugs it away to the left fractionally. Another opportunity goes begging. 54 goals for the season. He booted 68 last year. A chance for his first tonight. He misses.
Well,
meanwhile, Port were making the most of their scoring opportunities.
Burgoyne caught. It's going to suit Treadray, though. Long lead and got it on the wing. Now kicks towards Corns. Right with him again, White. A push. Against White.
Good finish.
And Port Adelaide hit the front with the advantage. Josh Franco.
Scores were level at quarter time, but a 5-goal-2 second term gave the visitors the edge.
Copeland. Good spoil. White wanted the boundary off the ground. Ackermanis coming in against Burgoyne. Did well, Burgoyne. They've kept it alive, the power. Here's a chance, James. Spotted Jew, and that's his range. Plays on to Treadray. 2 and 2 minutes for Warren Treadray. Oh, Port Power. They're a quality team. Here's a real chance for the power. Away goes Jew. The run of Stevens. They've got it on the burst. They'll get clean possession. Oh, Murray's missed it. Burgoyne's kept it alive. He's done brilliantly. A chance for Brogan. All he's got to do is turn around, get past Scott. It's not that easy. He gives it back towards Burgoyne. Burgoyne around the body, and they haven't missed one, and they're not going to start now. It's another goal.
By half-time, the Lions had kicked 3 goals 9 to Port's 7 goals 1.
He can't.
Brisbane got their game together after the break with a 5-goal term.
Brown, haven't seen him for a while. Strong mark there.
Super hands.
Boss ready to come back on, boys.
Big Bo up towards Brown. Bishop there with him. Hart does the roving work. He's got Ackermanis firing.
He can go all the way.
And here he goes in front of the Social Club with 2 bouncers. He's inside 50. He steadies, shoots, and he goes. Acker is back.
Jason Ackermanis.
The lightly used Bishop in this game so far tonight goes up towards a right half forward. Notting, spoiling Montgomery, but not before he got a boot to ball. Corns, if it sits, he could be in business. He soccers again. Down towards Franco. Beautifully done to Shea. Shea Cockatoo Collins misses to the right.
And you put that down to a great chase from Chris Scott. Everything he had, the despairing dive, and a couple of players just running over and giving him a pat on the back.
5 points the margin. He's a left-footer, Black. He does finish very well. Wanganeen is a great chaser. Black curls it back. It's there. He pops to the crowd, and the Lions get another.
Gee, what a big goal.
With Adelaide managing just the 1 goal in the second half, Brisbane finished strongly to record a 32-point victory.
Can he get clean possession? Tapped it to the advantage of Brad Scott. Tough kick. Tough kick. Great kick. Unbelievable goal by Brad Scott.
Ackermanis is wide. If it sits, the only one chasing is Fabian Francis. He just goes over the top of Fabian Francis to Lappin. Lappin is away. He can go into the middle. That's where Black is lurking. And here goes Black. What a kick. Simon Black can all but finish this game. Needs to bend it back. And here he comes. And here come the Lions. How good was that?
I tell you.
The Lions had made it through to their 3rd preliminary final. Unlike the first 2, which resulted in losses at the MCG, this year's would be played in Brisbane. Unfortunately, Alistair Lynch would be absent after receiving a 1-match suspension for striking Port fullback Darryl Wakeland. Brisbane also faced an anxious wait to see if Daniel Bradshaw could overcome a calf injury to take his place in the side. In the biggest game in the club's 15-year history, Richmond travelled to Brisbane to decide who would make it through to play Essendon in the grand final. The visitors took it up to the Lions early.
See Ray Hall and Darryl White going at it there. Hopefully pulling up in time so that nobody is a little bit short in the pocket this week. But
so often sets things up, or the 1-2 work.
Good hands.
2-3, they're away now. Zilla with some space. To the wing, to the lead at centre half forward. Good kick, good mark, Broderick. Where's Ottens and Richardson? Broderick quickly getting it moving.
To Shepherd.
Loads. And how's that for the Tigers? And how's that for a goal?
And what about the Shepherd boys? You just see the Shepherd off the ball. Benny Holland, sensational Shepherd within the rules.
After 19 minutes, scores were level, but then began the Lion attack.
Michael, he goes. Michael wants to play on. He gets clear. Voss is on the half-forward line, and he's got it.
And he'd just about be in range, Sandy, if he wanted to go back and have a shot.
He's going to be 55 out, but we know that he, like Tivendale, if he gets onto it.
Very, very penetrating kick. Good move from Mal Michael, making space, running forward, and more importantly, moving the ball on very quickly.
Voss then, for his first for the night, has missed one already to the right. This one's coming back, and this time it continues to come back for a goal. Going to be forced onto the left. Pike from 55. Long and high in towards full forward. There's plenty of holding on going on there. It's socket off the ground. Now it's picked up by Black, and he kicks. He kicks. No goal.
Down by 2 goals at quarter time, the Tigers simply had no counter-attacks to employ.
The punt up towards centre wing. Now they've got a little bit of time through Ray Hall. Hall looks up towards the half-forward line. White, somehow, brilliant, spectacular grab.
Well, it would have been a free kick because he was taken high by Rogers when he went by, but he just kept his eye on the footy. Have a look at this.
Let's celebrate the old 200th game, and away they go to Brad Scott.
Yes, he is playing well, White, but here's Brad Scott with the ball on the wing. Kick has got a lot of height on it. It's dangerous. Oh, Power got crunched. The advantage to be played here. Keating scoops it up. No one chasing from 30 metres. Oh, great finish by Keating.
A 6-goal second term gave the hosts a commanding 38-point lead at half-time.
And grabs him in a vice-like grip. The ball spills free and we've got a throw in.
For the last 2 or 3 minutes, the pressure's been intense. The tackling on the player with the ball's been first-rate, but
now they've got a chance to mount something. Tawney goes through the centre, up to half-forward. It's a wayward kick and beautifully marked by the diving Johnson. He can come wide to Ashcroft.
Got Luke Power in the middle of the ground.
He's got Mike on the other side, or Power in the middle. He had one on every corner of the compass. And he decided to go straight down the middle, just as Power does. Notting's at the back, and he marks 55 metres from home. Let's see what he can do in his 51st game. Notting. Oh, lovely looking kick. Oh, this is a magnificent kick.
That's a great roost. That's a big kick, Tim Notting.
Power does well to Lappin. Threads at the eye of the needle to Black. Black in towards Voss. Clever kick again. Excellent play. Voss, go all the way. And he does. Michael Voss kicks his second.
Richmond could only manage 1 goal in the third quarter as the Lions did as they liked.
It's a long way out. He's going to the goal square. Keating has gone all the way down. In front is Scott. Well, he's played it. Well, what a move by Matthews to put Chris Scott forward.
And they give it to the master. Michael Voss inside 50. Brown. Copeland was in front, almost got crunched. Taken by Power. Brilliantly done to Brown. Brown for the standing start. Kicks another one for the Brisbane Lions.
To Copeland, Voss running. You give it to the captain, don't worry about that. To Ackermanis. Drops it just for the crowd, probably.
Might kick one, will he?
From 55, does he go all the way? He does! Acker celebrates like no one else can.
The Lions afforded the luxury of resting some of its stars as they booked their place in the 2001 Grand Final.
I mean, we've been able to make a grand final, which is great, but we haven't sort of achieved what we've set out to achieve. So from that point of view, no point really getting too excited about it.
It's a 2-horse race, close enough. Playing on Essendon's home ground, I guess, so that gives them a bit of an advantage. But that aside, 2-horse race.
Both coaches used the media to exchange their views.
You know, just one of those sort of games that we're all looking forward to. That's all right. You know, we'll find out who bleeds this time, won't we?
On the Monday night, Brisbane was celebrating again when Jason Ackermanis was awarded football's greatest individual honour, the Brownlow Medal. Bombers in search of premiership number 17, which would take them past Carlton with the most in AFL history. Their experience was expected to play a big part in Saturday's outcome.
We wouldn't want to be going to Brisbane to play in a grand final in front of 100,000 people in Brisbane, so there'll be a big ask, you know, and I think Nicky Malthouse knows how hard it is, so he'd probably be a better person to ask, and possibly Malcolm Blight, you know, but they've been able to achieve that. But yeah, I think them coming to Melbourne is going to be a lot bigger than a lot of people think.
It was certainly a contrasting scene up north as the Lions went through their final paces.
You know, there's been a noticeable war of words, I suppose, between the coaches, and maybe that's been a good distraction to put the media on them. You know, Lee's a pretty clever bloke, and it might be a driving reason behind, you know, the mini war of words that's going on there to get the reflection off the players and leave them alone and to get onto the coaches maybe, and that's been pretty clever.
Since their team was whisked north at the end of the 1996 season, Fitzroy fans hadn't had much to cheer about. But on the last Saturday in September of 2001, they were out in force in support of the Brisbane Lions. Brisbane held the ascendancy from the opening bounce. Their midfield and Alistair Lynch well on top.
To White with a bounce. Lions looking good early. He'll draw and go to Hart. Hart's a left footer. It sits for him now. He'll get onto his left. He does now. Good kick. Penetrating kick. Lovely play. And Copeland's come down and taken the mark on Carosella.
To right half forward, Keating's got it back into the pack. Black could have been held. He'll go again with the assistance from Hart. Hart gives it away. There was a whistle and play on is called. Jonathan Brown centering in towards full forward. And the mark is taken to the back by Lynch.
Unfortunately, Lynch's kicking for goal failed to provide the results Brisbane deserved.
I think he's got it. And adds it behind.
At the other end, Essendon capitalised.
The bulk of the attacking. This time Hurd gets a touch, much to the delight of Bomber fans. Down towards Lucas, who marks inside 50.
They just looked too big, Jason, initially. Well, it's an interesting matchup. Chris Scott is giving away a lot of height to Scotty Lucas.
Directly in front. 57 goals last year, 31 so far this year. Lucas from 49 for the Bombers first, and he doesn't let the Red and Black Army down.
Brisbane held its poise and led by 5 points at the first change.
Notting to half forward. Almost Mark Johnson couldn't quite find it. Heffernan's kick away. Black handball didn't go anywhere in the end. It was cut off. Smoke and Joe continuing to get a bit of it. Jacobs in trouble. Just can't get it away. Pint with a chance. 50, 60 metres out. Goes bang towards Lynch and Fletcher. Solomon going back. Voss off the ground. Ackermanis left foot. It's a goal. He's done it. The Brownlow medalist has put him in front.
The Bombers looked to be well on their way in the second term, as Scott Lucas guided them to a handy 20-point lead.
Danger here. Johnson tries to pop it over the top, doesn't quite succeed. Lucas, he's in a good spot for the left footer. Lucas, for goal!
He's one of the few players in the comp you give any chance at all. He's timed it sweetly. It's a good kick. It's going and going. They like it. He's drilled it.
A late goal to Lynch kept the Lions within reach.
Towards the 50. In the pocket is Black. Needs to get clear. He bounces up beautifully. Flicks it off on the right boot and finds Alistair Lynch. And maybe, well, it could well be one of the last kicks of the quarter, but he's got a chance to peg it back. 20 points the margin at the moment. Lynch has finally broken through after those 3 behinds. He's got his second.
The start of the second half saw the Bombers in constant attack.
Hart turns Hardwick inside out, but Hardwick goes again, and he applies the pressure, and he forces the kick out of bounds on the full. And he goes laterally to Carosella. Blake Carosella looks in towards Gary Moorcroft territory in the middle. Moorcroft also going wide once again, but it's okay to Fletcher. We've got just about every player in one half of the ground.
Hurd up the middle.
That's the Bombers half. Here comes James Hurd. Brown nipping in front. Takes the mark.
Brisbane did more than withstand the challenge.
Hits the other end of the ground as Brown goes wide towards Scott. Beautiful interception by Rioli. Scott goes again, but so does Rioli. This is Chris Scott. Combining now with Ashcroft, the 268-game veteran. Can he go all the way from 51 metres? Over the top he goes! That's the one they needed. The Lions are still alive.
Midway through the third term, Brisbane had just about cracked through the might of Essendon.
A very congested forward zone. Lloyd is in the pack. Hart tries to smash it clear. Darryl White is waiting down. Gives it away wide towards Keating. Keating forced to go back towards White. He's forced to go over the top towards Chris Scott. He's in real trouble. Back to Hart. They're feeling the heat in the Essendon kitchen now. Voss caught in the tackle but manages somehow to get it to Notting. Notting gives it back again towards White. White chips towards centre wing and somehow it's taken by Black. They continue to hold possession. The fresh legs of Notting. The Lions are away. Notting puts them inside 50. The kick's got to be good. The bounce is a good one. Eventually for Brown. Down he goes. Up he comes. Gives it to Power. And the Lions are still there.
With their lead now just 3 points, Matthew Lloyd was the go-to man.
White, a fresh air shot. Could be costly. Wellman nips through and pops it on the left foot towards Lloyd.
Big take away from Wellman. This is a big kick as far as this game is concerned, Jason. They've got to get the next one, the Bombers.
They managed just a couple of behinds for the quarter. The Lions had somewhat of a drought. Ackermanis is leaving the ground for McRae as Lloyd set sail for home from 49 metres. The century goal kicker has steadied the Essendon ship and he's kicked his third.
At ground level, Michael Voss was brilliant. Lappin this time reaping the rewards.
The handball to Lappin was good. The left foot's not bad. It's terrific. It's a goal from nowhere. Voss, the architect.
But stolen by Johnson.
Jonathan Brown then had the most important kick in his short AFL career.
And McRae takes the mark. Suddenly, the foot's gone on the accelerator. The Lions are running. He goes in towards Brown. Jonathan Brown is in the pocket. Will go back now and shoot for goal. And this will be a kick to give the Lions the lead.
And if he kicks this goal, you can put that down to Chris Johnson. He was brilliant. He left his man. He took the gamble. He knew they had the numbers. He took off early.
Stole it from McCurry. Brown for his second. The youngest player on the ground. This to give the Lions the lead. He has done it. He has given them the lead.
More was to come before three-quarter time.
Big panic here at the Lions. Kick to Lappin. May have been meant for Notting, doesn't matter.
Chris Scott was the man on the lead, but it would have hit the target either way, Bruce, and that's the third low bullet pass that's found its mark from Chris Johnson this quarter.
He, as Gerard said, has become a huge factor in this third quarter as Chris Johnson provided the run of the day in the second. Now Lappin, who kicked an exquisite goal earlier in the quarter, kicks from about 50. Looking good, looking good, looking great. And so's his team.
As Moorcroft comes onto the ground for Ramanaskas, he's got the hands on the hips. The bouncing ball is with Chris Scott. He gets claimed by Rioli from behind. It spills free to Michael Voss. Voss needs someone going past, and he's got Ashcroft. Marcus Ashcroft. Again, they go towards full forward, towards a lift.
Oh, it's a
header.
He hasn't paid.
Keating, not paid. Well, they go on, so Pike decides he will kick the goal. Catch us now, say the Lions.
Leading by 16 points entering the final quarter, it was somewhat fitting that Captain Michael Voss would kick the telling goal.
McDonald to Voss in the pocket. Voss close. He's done it. Has he? The captain. He's finished it off.
The Bombers just had no answers as the Lions ran over the top of them. For the first time, the AFL Premiership Cup was heading north of the Victorian border.
To Power. Power for a third. Another one.
Johnson gets caught, the ball just pops up in the air. Back towards Rioli once again. He couldn't take it. Voss, steady, cool and calm. Away goes Black. Ackermanis is still running. Brown is right there with him. Look at Acker, making position in the forward line. Down he goes, 40 metres out, and he'll go back and kick for goal. 7 possessions in the quarter, 3 marks. This will be the icing on the cake. Starts at left, back it comes, and he kicks the goal. Two goals to Jason Ackermanis.
Brad Scott, who has been so good. He had the job on Hurd. Kicks the ball to centre wing. Wellman front spot, good mark. Lynch has had a terrific day. He kicks straight. He'd be one of the players of the match.
He would certainly be in line for the Norm Smith. He's had 7 marks, 10 possessions, kicked 2 goals for.
They've done it.
But he's got the ball in his hands, Bruce.
a bit of history here. Lee Matthews has been to the top of the mountain for a second time as coach. Once at Collingwood, and now he's done the impossible. Brisbane have won the premiership. And they've beaten the champs. And they've beaten them emphatically with an absolutely irresistible second half.
26 points, the final margin, and it's just starting to sink into young players like Beau McDonald as Lee Matthews sprints out to his fabulous team who've stopped an amazing run by the mighty Essendon.
Oh, this is just absolute culmination of everything we've ever done. Like 4 years of age when I started, this is what I dream of. I'm going to hold that cup up, you beauty.
Mate, hard at work at half-time, down by 16 points. Third quarter was the premiership quarter.
Well, mate, we were doing the hard work, you know, we knew it. We just knew that if we kept pushing it and kept tackling it really hard, that eventually we'd overrun them, and this is the best feeling ever.
Mate, jump over the top.
Kevin Sheedy with Chris Heffernan, who did a terrific job. Sheeds knows what it's like to win and lose.
How about that? That's better than sex, I reckon.
How did you cope with all the pressure?
Oh, no, it's a bit of fun. That was out of my control, but this is what it's all about, I reckon. This is a group thing. That's why I play footy, and these blokes, I tell you, phenomenal.
There's Kevin Murray, 1969 Brownlow medalist. They called him Bulldog. Arguably Fitzroy's most famous player. I know there was Hayden Button in the 30s, etc., but Bulldog, Kevin Murray. And there's been a marriage this week between the Lions of Fitzroy and the Lions of Brisbane that I think will be forever now.
The winner of the Norm Smith medal today is Sean Hart of Brisbane.
Oh, I don't know what to say. Everyone who knows me as a Christian, the first person I want to thank is my Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ. After that, I want to thank my wonderful teammates, the Brisbane Lions Footy Club, and all involved, and my beautiful wife, Linda, and my two boys, Jesse and Ricky, sitting at home. Thanks, guys.
Premiership Cup to Michael Voss and Lee Matthews, the Brisbane Lions.
Wonderful team, they really are. They've got so much going for them, including great leadership, and that was proven again today. Gee, Voss, what a season he's had. What a player he is.